Hi guys, and welcome to another video. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make your own horse treats at home. So I've done a similar thing to this before, but it was with pumpkin, but today I'm going to do a slightly less autumnal version. So we're going to be using carrots and possibly some apple. I know my horses really enjoy these treats, so hopefully it gives you something to do during lockdown and your horses get a tasty treat out of it. So with all that said, let's jump straight into it. So the first thing that you want to do is preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius. Okay, so firstly, the things you're going to need are some plain flour, some oats, some molasses, some of your horse's feed, and then either some carrots or apples or anything like that to flavour with. Now, your flour definitely has to be plain, don't get self-raising or anything like that, otherwise this won't work. And the same with your oats, they just need to be normal porridge oats, normal rolled oats, nothing fancy. As for the molasses, a lot of people said they couldn't get it when I included this before. You can use banana, I believe, but I don't think it will have quite the desired effect because it's not quite as sticky. So it really is just a case of sticking it all in a bowl and mixing it together. So let's get going. So the first thing we want is a cup of flour. And we're just going to pop that straight in there. So the next thing we want is half a cup of your horse's feed. So mine is just some Dengie Healthy Tummy going in there. About that much. Maybe a little bit more. So now we want a cup of oats. There we go. Now the next bit will probably get quite messy because it is the molasses. Ooh. So I got my molasses from our local equine store. They should sell it where they sell your horse feed. If not, you can get it online. I'll try and find a link for you guys. So you're only going to need about 1/4 of a cup of this. I'm such a pro at pouring molasses now. You'll probably find that there's quite a bit that's kind of stuck in there, but you're just going to have to wash that out. So we're going to pop this to the side for a moment because it's time to grate the fruit or veg, whatever you're putting in it. Now you can obviously just do this straight into the mixer, but just so that I can see how much I'm actually getting as a proportion, I'm going to do it into a bowl. And I'm going to do the exact same with a carrot, so it looks like I'm not actually going to need that much. So I think that'll be enough, just because the apple has a really high water content and I don't want this to take forever to cook. I don't know why I'm mixing it together. Okay, so now we're just going to add this to the mix. There we go. Now you can either mix this by hand or you could be lazy like me and use a kitchen maid. Okay, so now comes the messy part, because we've got to make this into balls. So I'd grab a spoon at this point and just, you know, check it's a nice sticky consistency. And yeah, just make your horse treats. You can put them in silicone molds. I did that in my pumpkin one, or you can just grab it and make it into a bowl. I'm going to make smaller ones than I did last time, because they were quite big last time. There we go, that's those done. Okay, so now you want to pop your treats in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes, depending on how quickly your oven cooks them, or until they are golden brown. I popped mine in for 20 minutes just because my oven cooks them quite quickly. So whilst those are in the oven, it's the perfect time to wash up any of the mixing bowls and things that you've used. The reason I like this recipe is because it isn't complicated and there's not a lot to wash up, so I can do that really quickly just while those are cooking. So after about 20 minutes, or once your treats are looking quite dark brown or golden brown, you then want to remove them from the oven, and I find just popping them on a cooling rack helps, and I tend to do this straight away. You can keep them on the greaseproof paper, obviously be careful you don't burn yourself. I always kind of do it straight away, but obviously you're best to wait, and then pop them on a little bit later once the tray is cooled down. And yeah, then you just have to leave them to cool before you give them your horses. So here we go, this is the finished product, they're just cooling. So if you do give this a go, please share it to your story and be sure to tag me, because I'd love to see your guys' attempts. And while you're on Instagram, feel free to enter my giveaway. So be 100% sure to let them cool before you give them to your horses. I let them cool for at least an hour, or maybe even put them in the fridge. So now is the vital taste test. I'm going to try 5 of my horses on it because Chili has allergies, so he can't have the oats that are in this. So unfortunately he can't have any, but we will give him a substitute. Nice. Unfortunately, because of Chili's allergies, he can't have any, but he can have sugar cubes. Sorry, Chill. Here you go. Want another one? Oh, nice. Oh, nice. And as you can tell, all of the horses loved the treats. I got chased out of the field by Lucy and by Danny because they wanted more. But yeah, they absolutely love them. They don't go hard, they go kind of like squishy if you keep them in the right container. So they're okay for my older boys to munch on because they can break them down. But if they do go hard, don't give them to your horses that have any teeth issues. So there we go, that is my tutorial and the horses trying the treats. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, please subscribe and turn on the bell icon so you get a notification every time I post, and I will see you tomorrow at 12.